Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. My name's Andrea and this is Beauty with Andy. Thank you so much for joining me today. It really does mean a lot. So this is my weekly shop my stash. I've not done it for 2 weeks now because when I pulled all this in, I got an eye infection. So I couldn't wear makeup all that week. Well, for the majority of it, for about 6 days. So I've wore this makeup for about 8 days because I did want to, get opinions on it. I wanted to see if I wanted to declutter any of it. So we are going to be putting things back, but there is quite a few things staying in as well. So we'll put this back, this blush. This is the Topshop in Dream Phone. It just looks like that. It's kind of like a mauvey toned blush. Not really my shade at all, but I don't have anything like that, so we will pop that back. We've got a couple in for Project Pan that I did use a couple of times. NARS Orgasm and Too Faced, I think it's Love Hangover. Yeah, Love Hangover. So I use them in conjunction with one another, so they always stay in here. Now I did have a drawer with Project Pan items in, but I found that I never used them. So I don't know whether here are some drawers. They've got lipsticks. These have got lipsticks in. You're not going to be able to see it. I'll take the tripod off the camera because they're all the lipsticks that are going to get decluttered. But yeah, this is the Dior Rosy Glow blush, and I do need to sort it out. I mean, I can see hard pan here, so I need to sort that out, but it's going back in the collection anyway. I'm such a geek, mate. I always keep these little fancy Christian Dior like kind of wallets for them. It just is really fancy, isn't it? So who else does that? I mean, I can't be the only person in the planet that does it. I just like to look after my makeup. Right, so we've got the Laura Mercier Secret Brightening Powder in the shade 1. Let's put that back. This one we're not putting back, however. The e.l.f. Halo Glow, I'm not too sure how I feel about it, guys, so I want to give it another week's worth of attention. This always stays in here, this Technique lip oil. I absolutely love it, guys. I'm going to put some on now. I did this last time I did this shop my stash. I wasn't too sure how I would feel about it because it's orange, but the taste goes away after a while. It is really hydrating. It reminds me of the Clarins lip oils that I normally get, and they're really expensive. I think they're about £20, £25, and I think you get more in these. I do want the cherry one because they do it in cherry, and they also do spearmint. I think I'll give spearmint a pass because I don't like minty flavours. If I would have seen the cherry one, I would have got the cherry one over this. Right, so we've got this Rimmel Wake Me Up Anti-Fatigue Vitamin C Foundation. This is going to stay in because I've rolled this into my Project Pan because I don't have a foundation in Project Pan at the moment, so that'll stay in. I used this once, I do really like it. It's the Sleek Berkist Illuminator in the shade Monaco, but it can go back. What else? Oh yeah, this one. So we've got the Revolution Glow Beam Dream. It is so nice, guys. I think this is like £6. It is so nice. It smells absolutely gorgeous, and it really does give you that glowy look. So that one can go back. Project Pan. I'm going to keep this in as well, this Nivea Daily Essentials Moisture and Express Primer, because I was using that this week. There's not an awful lot left. I don't know if you can see it. Let's turn the light off a sec. Don't know if you can see it. I know it's a bit dark, but yeah. That's the UK weather for you. Right, so that's staying in. This is also staying in. The Rimmel Wake Me Up Anti-Fatigue Concealer. It's certainly not my shade, that. It's in the shade Ivory, I think. Yeah, 10 Ivory, and it's really, really dark. Something else that's staining is this one. So this is the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer. I think this one's too dark as well. It's not too dark as in like it's too dark for my skin like this one is. I don't know if you can see, but I would like a more brightening one, so I would like a shade or two lighter than that to do it. This is staining, so this is the Sephora Smoothing Primer. This is part of Project Pan. And then I think that's it for that section. Right, so the Natural Collection one is nice. I'm not going to say it's not nice. However, the brush isn't nice. I used it in a Get Ready With Me, and the brush is so darn chunky compared to the Makeup Gallery one. I'm just going to show you how much more chunkier it is. It went practically all over my brows. Can you see how slim the Makeup Gallery one is? The Makeup Gallery one reminds me of a Benefit a brow brush, and this one is just so much bigger, so I would definitely get this over the Natural Collection one, but you can actually work with it. So if you can't find the Makeup Gallery one, then that's the next best thing if you don't want to spend a fortune. Looking at the Makeup Gallery one now, it looks like it's bent, or maybe it's just my eyes. Let's check the amount, because the Makeup Gallery one looks like it's got double the product in it. 5.5 mils. No, this one, oh actually wait. Yeah, this one's 3.2 mils and this one is 5.5. So it's almost got double the product in. And this one was double the price. So yeah, I only got it because I couldn't, you know, I couldn't find that Makeup Gallery one. They didn't have any in. Speaking of Makeup Gallery, I've done a video on Makeup Gallery products, and I saw this in Poundland in Makeup Gallery, and it's their Turn Up the Volume and Define eye mascara. It is so good, guys. That wand is absolutely beautiful and it goes on really well. At first it wasn't doing, but if you double dip the mascara wand, it goes on really well. It's in the shade Ultra Black 1. So yeah, that's that. And then I think that's everything. Oh yeah, we'll speak to you about these sprays I'm using. So as you know, I've used this for a good few months now. I got it back in March before lockdown. It's the W7 Ready Set Glow in Rose Gold. It just says it's an illuminating setting spray. I don't know if it is a setting spray. I don't know if it sets my makeup for any longer, but it's definitely illuminating. And it does, I mean, you can see all the glitter there. You can see all the glitter there. If you shake it up, it goes away and it obviously rises up. The glitter actually, like when I'm spraying it, you can only really see it on my forehead. It's a really nice spray, but I wouldn't get it again just because you can actually see glitter, and then I have to go in and mattify that to make the glitter go away. So I wouldn't get that again. I've enjoyed using it. It is very inexpensive. They do just a normal setting spray, so maybe I'll try that next time. I think it was £2.99 from TJ Hughes. One I wouldn't repurchase is this. So it's the PS Beauty Glow Intensity. I've had this ages as well, and this is also a shimmering setting spray with cucumber, chamomile and caffeine. Right, so at the moment, I don't know if you can see it, but we're down here. Basically all I use this for is I put some on my sponge and kind of like, you know, go over any brush strokes if I use a brush for foundation. So I'll do that, and I'll also use it for eyeshadows if the pigmentation, if an eyeshadow needs more pigmentation. So that's all I use it for, and that's why it's lasted a really long time. I've had it months. Can't remember when I got it. It might have been after Christmas, but yeah, I have had it a long time. So they're the 2 sprays that are out. I don't have any more sprays than that. Once this goes, I will need to get something else, because then I really won't have anything. So at the moment, oh yeah, there's a foundation here that can go back. This Essence Fresh and Fit Awake Makeup in Healthy Glow, that can go back. And then this one, I'm going to roll it into a project pan. Literally there's barely anything left. So it's up here, you can see where it is there. But when I go to use it, I have to unscrew the top and kind of get the wand around. So I'm gonna put this in so I can use both of these together. And then get that out. But we are pulling foundations today because I want to retest them. So that's it for the drawer. There is nothing else, I don't think. Let's go over to my other set of drawers, where I keep all my palettes, and then we'll choose some makeup for the week. Right, so let's start by going in this first drawer. Okay, this palette, I have absolutely loved playing with this week. It is so stunning and so reminiscent of Colourpop's Honey. I did 3 days, 3 looks with it. The last look is going to go up today. We're on Sunday today, by the way, guys. So it's obviously the Sunshine Makes Me Happy palette, and it is so beautiful. It is a bit powdery, but definitely workable. Some of the eyeshadows I've had to use spray with, but that's not an issue. I just love it, and it is definitely unique to my collection and will be staying in. So we're going to put it back though. We're going to put it in my little eyeshadow palette collection drawers. There's one palette that I've got now that's not going back. I've used it twice, but the first time it came out a hot mess, and then the second time it came out okay. So I want to go in a third time and use it, whether that's today or maybe next week, I don't know. So yeah, that looks like that. It's a beautiful blue eyeshadow palette. This colour here is gorgeous. This colour here is where you know, it went a bit tricky for me the first time I used it, but it is a really nice palette. The only thing I don't like is the smell of it, guys. I don't like the scent. It smells really heavily of chemicals. But look at that packaging. How bougie is it? It's so nice. This is the Revolution Pro Ocean's Treasure, by the way. Right, so that's that. Right, the Jaclyn Hill palette is going to stay in. I didn't get around to using the shades that I wanted to use, so that one's going to stay in. We all know what she looks like, so we won't talk too much about that. Right, so this one I definitely thought for sure I would be decluttering. It's the Deck of Scarlet, and it's in the edition number 5. So pretty, guys. So it looks like that. I've said it before, the only thing I don't like is that it didn't come with the usual partition of the creams here. I like this Dream shade, this Cream Ivory shade. I really like this Gold Digger shade here, but I wasn't too sure if I would like Luna, because it's quite a smoky purple eyeshadow, and I don't really normally go in for that look, but I'm trying to change it up a little bit at the moment. So yeah, I did try it and I liked the way it looked. Basically what I did is I put Luna in the inner portion and outer portion, and then Gold Digger in the middle, and it looked really nice. Now the only other thing I didn't really like about this palette is this shade here, Prosecco. I don't like that kind of highlighter, and using it just made me realise I don't really like it. It's very crumbly as well, so yeah, didn't like that. It looked nice in the inner corners, but for the cheekbones, no, I wouldn't use that again. And then we've got this bronzer here. It's a glowy bronzer, I would say, and it's in the shade Dusk. That's quite nice as well. So for the most part, I do like it. I mean, you could actually say then, yeah, I do like more of the products than I don't. I don't like the highlighter and I don't like the lip creams, but I like 4 of the other products in there, so that can go back as well. I think that's it for palettes. We've got some palettes up here, so I'll just show you them. So we've got the Urban Decay Smoked, which I'm leaving out for a while, just because I have done some looks with it, by the way, but I haven't used the shades that I want to use. I want to use Mushroom. I also want to use Barlust, and I think that's it. So I don't know whether to do 2 looks with them or just do it on my own time, because I have done a couple of looks with this. Maybe I'll do a silver look on the channel as well. And then we've got this Lick and Lash Beauty one, which I'm not going to be using this week, but I'll leave it out. So that's what it looks like. It's a dupe for Jaclyn Hill one, the Jaclyn Hill one. So we will be using it soon. Probably another 5 looks, 1 palette. Not 5 looks, 1 palette. 5 days, 5 looks with that palette. But it's not going to be for a couple of weeks, I don't think. Just because I've got a couple of palettes that I want to use, the new palettes, so I want to use them first. Right. This, so this is fairly new to the collection. So it's the Revolution Renaissance Illuminate. And it is really, really pretty. I've only really used that shade and that shade. That one's a little bit deep to use as a highlighter. Maybe it would work as a blush topper. But yeah, I'm going to put it back for now, because I went through my collection earlier and I know which highlighters I want to use for the week. Some of them I haven't used in ages, so... what else have we got in here? Right, so I want to pull the other Revolution palette, the Radiance palette, so this can go back. So this is Beyond Radiance. We know what this looks like because I used it in Shop My Stash. So yeah, really do like it, but it can go back. What else? Oh yeah, this one can go back as well. So this is the I Heart Revolution Rose Gold Glow. Really, really pretty, guys. I absolutely adore this. It can go back though for now. I have used it a few times. Then the bronzer to that can go back. So we've got the bronzer, and that one is I Heart Revolution Bronze Glow. It is so, so nice. And I'm getting so excited. I'm going to pull this out again soon. I can see the pan here, so I've wore it down a lot. I must have used that a lot more than I thought. I can actually see the pan coming through. So we'll pull that probably in a couple of weeks again. Right, so what I'm not putting back, I know it's been in here for ages, is this. So it's the Ofra Signature palette. I'm going to leave it in just in case I want to use it. It's probably always going to stay in here, guys, and when I want to use it, it's just there. And then this here is Project Pan items. Let's see what's in here. Right, so we've got the Chanel bronzer. I didn't use that at all last week. Then we've got these, that's the bronzer from the Tanya Burr palette. That's the highlighter. I haven't made a decision whether I want to keep it yet. That's where it is. I lost this battery, and I'm like thinking, where's my battery gone? But I must have been doing something, and I've just left it in here. What an idiot. Right, I've not used this. I might pull this out for this week. Let's put it in here, just so I remember to use it. Right, and I've not used Lunch Money, but I'm not too bothered about using that. I haven't used the Charlotte Tilbury Eyes to Mesmerise, but the video's gone up. I think, yeah, it's gone up on the channel. I'll link it if you haven't already seen it. So I'm going to put everything away now, guys, and then we'll go through my collection and we'll pick out some more products. Right, I'm hoping this is a good angle. I can't really see too much, so let's start with primers. I've not used this e.l.f. one in quite a while, so I thought we'd pull this out. It's a hydrating one. So yeah, let's choose that one. Foundations wise, it's probably gonna be a big mistake. I've done a wear test on this NYX Born to Glow and I didn't like it, guys. you're going to see this video before you see that one, but this one is the Naturally Radiant foundation. Yeah, it's going to go up really soon because I filmed it. I filmed it about a week ago, I would say. I'm going to pull it out again. I'm going to try like doing different things with it, maybe mixing it with another foundation, maybe mixing it with this. So this worked out better than the NYX Born to Glow. So this one is from Poundland. It's part of the Makeup Gallery, and this one is the Matte Me Over Long Lasting Foundation, and it is the same shade practically, and although it is matte, it does have a little bit of dewiness to it, so I don't actually mind it. It is a good foundation for £1. I know I keep saying, oh, it's a good mascara for £1 because it comes from the same line, but it is good for the price point. So yeah, that's that. I've also done a testing Poundland makeup video that will be going up soon. This is part of their line as well. I picked that up when I was there, but I have used it, so I won't be pulling that today. So the only powder I'm going to pull today is a pressed one, just for when I don't want to use the NYX. And this one is up next, is the Essence All About Matte. I don't know if I'm crazy about it, to be honest, guys. I think this is more of a powder for like when you're oily, when you're noticing oils throughout the day, so you can like oil it, like kind of like, you know, I don't know, I mean, I don't know how I feel about it, but I don't want to declutter it as well. I want to use the products I've got. So, oh yeah, an under eye setting powder we need to be using is the e.l.f. one. I don't know what it's called, it's just an under eye setting powder. Then, like for luminescent like products, I want to pull this one. It seems like forever since we used this PS Strobing Highlighter Cream. So let's pull that. And then the last thing from this drawer is the Radiance palette, I think. Yeah, let's pull the Radiance palette. So we were using Beyond Radiance last week. This one is the first one that got released. And this one is probably my favourite, if I'm being completely honest. I use these as finishing powders, just like you would the Hourglass products, and they work really well. This one is more of a bronzer though for me. So yeah, we're going to be using that. And what I've just thought of is, I've not used it in a hot second. I use this more of a contour product, even though it's a blush. Just looks like that. Let's do a swatch. Yeah, but yeah, I'm gonna be using that this week as well. So now we're just moving down to the second drawer. Right, so let's choose some blushes and highlights. So I went through this morning just to see what I would want to use, because 2 weeks ago I was at a loss to what to use. Right, and I came across this one from Primark, and I've not used it in a hot second. It's in the shade Pink Haze, and it's got obviously your more matte one and then like kind of the illuminator side as well. I tend to just mix them, so we will pull that. I don't think there was anything else that I wanted to use in this section. Oh yeah, this one. This one is completely matte. It's not really for me, but I can mix it with the Nose Orgasm because of the similar shades. So that's that. So we'll pull that. And I think I worked out we're pulling 3. Yeah, we're pulling 4 in total. I wanted to pull one of these Max Factor ones. Can't remember which one it was because they're similar tones. What I'll do, we'll just pull this first one that's up. I don't know if I'm keeping it. I've already decluttered the Nude Mauve one. And then this is at the back, this MUA blush stick. And I thought I would use that as well. It's really nice. I've just not used it in such a long time. Trying to do your swatch. So there. Highlighters. Right, so for highlighters, it's an easy one. I know what I want to use, and some of them are at the front. So this one is MAC's Beaming Blush. Now, I don't have too many MAC highlighters. I've only got this and Soft and Gentle, which we've also pulled. So that can go. Also, I want to use this Goddess of Love by Revolution, just to see if it does. It is so pretty, guys. I absolutely adore that. So let's pull that. And then the last one was Mary Lou. I feel like I've not used this in a hot second, so I thought we would pull her. You can see she's not really had that much love. So we've got all those highlighters, plus the Soft and Gentle, plus the Ofra palette as well. So we're not going to need any more there. So now we just need to pick some eyeshadows out for the week. Right, so for the first eyeshadow palette, we're going to be doing another Deck of Scarlet one. And I am super excited about this one, guys, because I absolutely love it. It was the collaboration that Deck of Scarlet did with Kim Tai. And I really like her. I didn't know anything about her as an influencer, but this palette, guys, it speaks to me completely. Apart from this shade here, Crown, because as you know I don't do reds, but I absolutely love Enchanted. I will try Crown. Myth, I quite like. I like the highlighter, which is called Fairy Dust, and I like the blush, which is called Tiara. It gives me like kind of princess vibes, so we're going to be pulling that. And then the lip gloss is called Love Spell, so we'll do a look with everything that came in that collaboration. So that's that. That's it for that drawer. There's one more palette in the next drawer. I've got two drawers of palettes, so we've got this drawer here. I mean, this palette is I bought not that long ago, but I'm not going to pull it this week. It'll probably be next week. So that's that, because I've got one that excites me a little bit more. So let's just go down to the bottom drawer. I had to keep adjusting the tripod. Right, so it's a new one. So it's this one. So it's the e.l.f. Retro Paradise palette, and I've been seeing this. Right, I need to stand back up. I've been seeing this all over the place. It's designed by beauty influencers. They brought everything out, a whole line. So they've got a highlighter, brushes, some like liquid eyeshadows. This is the only thing I picked up in the line, and they've also got lip glosses as well. This is the only thing that interested me. And to be honest, I didn't want to pay £14 for this palette. I thought that was quite high for a drugstore eyeshadow palette. I mean, it's not really not when you think about it. Some of Revolution eyeshadow palettes are now £15. But I've never ever tried the e.l.f. formula, so I'm going to be doing at least 5 eyeshadow looks with this palette. It's got 15 eyeshadows in, so that shouldn't be an issue. So we're going to be playing with it for 5 days. So I don't really want to pull any more eyeshadows out. What I might pull though is some liquid eyeshadows, because I need to check if they're still in date, and I've not used them in a long time. So let's go over to my liquid eyeshadows. Okay, so I keep all my smaller eyeshadows here, and my liquids are here. I'm just trying to establish what eyeshadows we've got to play with in here, and which ones I need to try. So you know what? Since we're going to be testing out the palette, I don't think it's wise to actually pull any of those single eyeshadows. I mean, I'll pull some, but not for the palette. We'll pull some to try. So this blue one went on really sheer when I used it with another palette, so we'll pull that one. And this one, I don't know if the liquid has just settled or it's gone bad, so I'm gonna test that out. Probably won't get around to doing all this week. let's just pull those two, and we can always start pulling more frequently from this little section here, because I never come here with you guys, I never show you what's in here. But yeah, that's everything there. So we're going to pop everything away now, and that's it really. Okay, let's start putting things away. So I might have to go somewhere else. The palette will. Those palettes do. Right, so the palettes, the e.l.f. Retro Paradise are going to have to obviously go in my palette drawer. Same with the Deck of Scarlet and Kim Tai, that will have to go. That will go where I normally keep like my bigger palettes, in the second drawer down. And then these are not going to fit. I mean, it's already looking quite full here. So these are I'm gonna have to find a place for these. So we've got the MAC Beaming Blush, the Goddess of Love, and the Mary Lou. The only thing is putting them somewhere else. I'll be like, where's my highlighters? But I'll just have to remind myself they are somewhere else. Normally they would fit here. See, there's a little section here. Can I not just pop all this rubbish somewhere else? Calling it rubbish, it's makeup, and leave these here. So MAC, Mary Lou, and then Revolution. So yeah, they go nicely there. I just have to find a place for this e.l.f. just like shade Adjusting Drops. I'm not using it though at the moment, that's the only thing. We'll put it back here. Yeah, you can just about see where I'm putting that. Then we've got hair grips and like rubbish. That can go at the back there. Yeah, that works out. So we've managed to get the majority of what I wanted in here. Well, we've managed to get everything that I wanted in here. So let's go over to my acrylics again, and we'll pop all this away. Well, I say all of it, there's hardly anything there. Okay, so let's put it away. Really, we haven't got much here, guys. So we've got the Dream palette. Just bring that out a second. Right, and we've got the e.l.f. Retro Paradise, which will just go there. Then the Jaclyn Hill can go on top. So it feels really empty. And then we've just, of course, got my Project Pan Too Faced chocolate bar in. And then the Revolution one can go here. And then what I'm going to do with this little pencil by Charlotte Tilbury, because I don't want to lose it, that was where my highlighters are. I'm just going to put it here. So guys, that is everything. That's the complete Shop My Stash for the upcoming week. I am super looking forward to using that e.l.f. palette. I've heard quite a few good things about it. So yeah, I'll be bringing you some looks on that really soon. Hope you've enjoyed this week's Shop My Stash. Please leave me a comment of what you've been loving using in your weekly makeup routine. I would love to know. If you've not subscribed, please subscribe, like, share and comment, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye guys.